What's up, guys? It's your boy Shaq, host of the Open Notes podcast on Spotify, and this is episode 21, review episode on YouTube. So in today's episode, we talked about striving for greatness with God. Striving for greatness with God. And you're probably wondering, what does that even mean? Well, if you've been listening to the podcast, our last episode was about not getting weary in well-doing. Meaning, not getting weary in following God. Not getting weary in being who He called us to be. Not getting weary in well-doing. And doing what's best for us. And what's best for us is following God. It's following Christ. The plans that He has for our life. See, when we give ourselves to God, He establishes us and He orders our steps. Well, He's already been doing that. We've just become aware of it. And now we're using His wisdom and guidance to get through life. But it's not just getting through, it's also striving to be the best that we can be in God. God doesn't want, halfway effort. He doesn't want to be somewhere where He's not wanted at, So we strive for greatness and becoming one with God every day. We don't stop striving for God once we get what we want out of life. We don't. Because this path with God is an endless mission. It's an eternal thing. And the treasures that we store up in heaven, you may be wondering, what is that? It's how we live our lives down here. And this is why I say strive for greatness. See, when we're peaceful and we're truthful and we're genuine and we're pure and we're forgiving down here, it shows God who we are. And that's what it means by storing up your treasures in heaven. God, I'm peaceful. I'm faithful. I'm genuine. These are the things that God is going to recognize us by. So that's why we act that way down here. So that He recognizes who we are. And He can say, yeah, I know him or her. That's my loyal and faithful servant right there. So you may have started this path, and even if you don't listen to the podcast, even if you don't follow the YouTube channel, you may have started this path, and you may be getting a little tired. You may be wondering what the next step is. There is no next step. Our whole life is striving for God. That's our whole life. But here's what the key and the secret to it is that we're already with God. Once we acknowledge Christ as our Savior and we follow Him, we're already with God. We're already with God. We are striving to stay in His presence now. We are striving to stay in His plans now. We're always in His plans. But we can go astray. I remember, last semester in one of my classes, my professor talking about the prodigal son, that story, and how we're both of the sons. We're the son that got lost, and we're the brother that got mad at the father for accepting the son back. Remember what the father said to the older brother. He said, "Why are you so angry? You've been here. You have access to everything I have." Think about that. Once you become one with God, once you give your life back over to Him, you have access to all His blessings. Don't stop striving for those blessings. And if you're the prodigal son, come back. Come back. Because God misses you and He loves you and He wants you here. But God is a fair and merciful God. He gives us free will. You know what I mean? So it's up to us to strive for Him every day. It's up to us. And that's kind of what we were talking about in episode 21 today, season 3 of the Open Notes podcast on Spotify. And if you haven't started listening to the podcast yet, I suggest you do. It'll change your life. And if you have been listening to the podcast so far and have been following along on the channel, I appreciate it. I hope your life is changing, and I'm here for you. Make sure to follow the Snapchat BPC_17. Make sure to follow the TikTok, just another dude underscore after another. Another spelled ANTHR. Make sure to follow the Instagram, still human underscore after HU. Make sure to follow the Twitter, slime underscore belief. Make sure to follow all of that. Because yo, God's got great plans in store for you. Great plans in store for you. And you're only going to get them by striving for Him every day. Striving for God every day. So don't get weary in well doing. And keep striving for Him. That's basically the summary of the past 2 episodes. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that this message has filtrated your mind and into your thoughts. And I hope you remember that you're excellence and that you're great. Thank you.